So, welcome to UK GK TV. I'm Bill Voice. This is my good friend
Dave Nicholson. How you doing, guys? Welcome back. How you been doing, mate?
Well, as you can see, I'm dressed for living in the woods. I'm gonna drop out of society, mate, and live in the woods because I've realised that the world doesn't love me, and I might as well go and live in a tent. No, seriously, I'm going for a walk down a canal later.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully stay on the towpath and not fall in. But generally speaking, yeah, I'm just trying to kickstart my fitness because
Oh God, I've
I've
got
had a
to lose
couple
some
of weeks
weight.
off, mate.
I've got to lose some weight.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
say the camera puts £5 on. I must
Does
have
it?
50 cameras on me.
a new camera, mate. I look like a hamster.
How's things doing with you anyway? Good.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's been a good one. Coming towards my half term, which is always good. It's nice to have a week or so off. I bought myself a new electric shaver.
Wow.
Well, the old one was a Remington, and it was cutting me as I was. It was that old.
Don't you do the old?
I did, but I was getting
bit of manscaping.
A bit of manscaping. But
Have you ever had your nose?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
In
amazing.
Turkey.
And in your ears.
Stuck some wax up my nose.
Where does all
Pulled it
that
out.
hair come from?
I don't know, mate, but it's
And
age,
did he pull
mate.
it?
It's
Did he
age.
pull it from your
I was
bottom or
gonna say,
something? From the
comes out your
inside?
arse.
It's like they're like this, aren't they? Tips on male grooming here.
Yeah, male grooming tips. The bristles up your nose is rather like a pig's.
Sage, mate.
And
Sage.
you'd probably paint your stuff with it, couldn't you? If you
You
collected
could,
it
you
up.
could.
If you collected it up on a brush.
I've
What's
never
his name
seen-
that makes the brushes?
Yeah, I've never known anything like it,
Dear
man.
so-and-so, could you make a brush out of my
I've
nasal
never
hair?
known anything like it. I've never. Jesus, there is certainly
no.
some hair up there.
Oh,
Nothing up here.
I don't think you notice it, do you? Because it's always you don't think you notice it as a younger person, and as you get older, you're sitting there and you see in the mirror, and there's like a bush growing out your
Going out of your ears and your nose.
and you can actually pull it. You
I
can
could
actually
just
get
do-
hold of it.
Yeah, I could just do with
Do
a bit on
your
here.
head. Yeah, well, you know, the MPB catches up with us all, mate. So
But back to the models.
Back to the models. Once again, I've walked in. I've seen an absolute ton of stuff.
You have. You have.
Absolute ton
You
of
have.
stuff. It never stops.
You have. Just a quick update, guys,
Yeah.
before we delve into this one. There's tons to do, so it will be quick. Show's well underway. We've got a couple of new people coming now, displaying and selling. We've got a gentleman called Steve Crisp that's coming this year. He's going to be selling some of his nice artwork. So there's going to be different things. Steve contacted us and he said, do you mind if I give it a go? With my artwork, and it's really nice. It's kind of funky. I think it's the sort of thing that we'd like. He's doing a limited edition set of like monsters in his own freaky little Tim Burton size style. So check him out at the show, Steve Crisp. He's a lovely guy, and his wife's beautiful. They're superb people, but they're on board. So that's something different for the show. Big shout out to Steve. We sorted everything out in the end. Steve Middleton, and a big shout out to Andy and for sorting his ones out, and Bill, because everything's going according to plan.
Yeah.
Stan Winston's on track. We have now, the good news is we're well underway with that. We are on schedule for a couple of weeks, hopefully by the time we
I
go
need
to
to get you the graphics.
yeah, sort that out. By the time we get to the cruise show, we should have some daylight there. So if you've ordered it and paid, it's not going to be long now, guys. Couple of 3 weeks at the very, very most. So don't panic. Loads of new stuff. Darren, fortunately, never sleeps.
No.
So we'll introduce one today that was a surprise one.
We'll start with something small.
Go on. Over to you.
This caught my eye. This is Mrs. Adams from the Adams family, Caroline Jones, who was perhaps one of the most strikingly beautiful actresses from the 1950s and early
Lovely,
60s.
isn't it?
She didn't get the parts that she deserved because she was in fact a really good actress, but she rose to fame as Mrs. Adams.
Yeah.
And this is Andy Copeland. Did you say Andy Copeland?
Andy Copeland, yeah.
It's Andy Copeland. And
Look how
I
he's
have
nailed
to
that,
say,
hasn't he?
he's nailed that. She had a beautiful, deathly reflective quality about her, and I think he captures that. She's absolutely lovely, and her cheekbones were like razor blades. They were that good, and he's caught that. It's not only going to show up on the camera, but the subtlety of the modelling on this face there.
Lovely, isn't it?
It's lovely.
I think when we did these, Andy wanted to do some like Deadly Women, you know, and we did a few in the series, and we've got another one.
Did he ever do a Lily Monster?
I think
Because you really need a Lily Monster.
Yeah.
You need an Elvira.
Yeah.
Lily Munster.
Yeah.
Vampira.
Maybe down the road, that's things he could do.
Mrs.
When he's
Adams.
got now else better to do, obviously.
And the lady from Fright Night.
Yeah. He's done Amy.
He's done Amy with the Fright with the big
there's Amy, there's Morticia, and there's the next one.
Oh, and then there's this one, which is also...
I think this is one of my faves.
This is the Bride of Frankenstein, and it's Elsa Lanchester from the movie. This is another lady. She was married to an actor called Charles Lawton, who was the original Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Charles Lawton had quite a, how can I put it, a colourful life.
Right.
And he married Elsa Lanchester without telling her perhaps a really important fact. I'm going to let you look this all up, right? So she was very much of a understated actress, and she was very beautiful in her youth, and she went on to play quite sort of motherly kind of roles. And she was also in a really superb, almost forgotten movie called Bell, Book and Candle.
All right.
James Stewart moves in next door to a shop run by a witch.
All right.
Played by Kim Novak. Absolutely superb movie. Not a horror movie, it's a romance, but believe it or not, coming up, what's it? February
Valentine's
14th,
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Watch Bell, Book and Candle. True love story. There you go. But this, Elsa Lanchester, she plays the, I think, grandma in Bell, Book and Candle. But this is her most famous scene. And her most famous scene is when she sees Karloff and she screams.
Right.
And it's a superb piece of...
Superb.
But this is a beautiful rendition of her. And once again, the actual fabric on the bandages on her arms and the tabard that she's got over the...
It's really well textured,
beautiful
isn't it?
Texture, and it's fantastic, yeah. Lovely.
That's available now for a sale.
That's available now. And it's got a lovely little balanced base on it too.
Yeah, that was the go-to base that we thought would tie everything together.
Yeah, it's nice, that.
Love
it's got
that.
a lovely little bit of gothic about it.
Yeah, it's got a nice feel to it.
Yeah.
Sticking with our females, we have got now a brand new release by Darren Kent. Darren just seems to not sleep at the minute.
Yeah.
This one dropped on my door early last week. All of you guys now, this one is The Woman from 30 Days of 30 Nights.
30 Days of Night.
Yeah, now this one is just off the press because we've literally just made the mould, and there is just the flash on there where we haven't cleaned it.
When did you get this come in? Must have been last week.
Wednesday.
Wow, that's a quick turnaround. But look at that. He's got some really good stuff going at the moment, hasn't he? He's on a real roll, hasn't he? I think he's at his peak, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
He's
I'll show you some pictures after we go off at line of his concepts that we're talking about. He's got some brilliant pieces.
Beautiful.
This one again is slightly over quarter.
Traditionally sculpted.
Monster clay. We thought when we cast it that the teeth would be a pig, but they've come out perfect.
They come out beautifully.
So Darren's backfilled them, so they give that effect. But this is to go with the other one. What's his name? Marlowe.
Yeah, he's the head vampire that invades the town. Underrated movie.
This one was inspired by a guy called our good dear friend in the United States called Kurt. Kurt said, "Why don't you do the female?" Sent Darren the picture. And then the rest is history. It arrived on my door earlier this week, and now it's in.
If you can see it, just look at the creases above the nose.
Superb. Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, that's just
superb.
amazing.
Absolutely.
It's just got so much life to it. The surface, there's not one bit of the surface which is not treated. It's not in any way smooth. The surface is moving. If you paint this well, it's got texture. It's got movement in the surface. It's just beautiful flow.
It's a lovely
piece.
piece.
If you look at it sideways on, it's
beautiful
perfectly balanced.
Beautiful piece.
That serpentine curve
there. What I like with Darren's stuff is it never fails to impress me. We've got some exciting projects for UKGK show this year. Hopefully we should have them on the table for sale this time. But I think he's doing a piece so that we can debut it. I know it's September, guys, but we're going to try and plan early. Sticking with vampires, my favourite vampire.
Well, I've come round to love this movie. I hated it when I first saw it, but I've gone to love this movie for various reasons. Dissatisfaction with other vampire movies.
I like this one.
And the fact that after a while I realised that Coppola was trying to make a Hammer movie, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I think he did it really well. I think he almost out-hammered Hammer.
Yeah.
The visual effects, particularly the real-time effects,
brilliant.
Superb.
Liked it.
You see, I'm glad it was made when it was made, because most of the effects are real-time.
Yeah.
Sculpted effects.
Yeah.
And if it had been about 10 years later, it would have been all CGI. It would have spoiled it, wouldn't it?
That's really nice, mate.
But look at this. And
This one's sculpted by Darren Harvey a few years ago. It's been remastered and it's back on, and we've got a good set of moulds now.
Did you say half size?
Yeah, it's half scale. We've got good moulds for this now. The first set of moulds, it was so popular, the first set wore out, so we've gone back and redone this one. So it's fresh moulds, crisp detail. Second issue, it's now available.
I just had this mad thought.
What?
If you painted this up and you got yourself a sweatshirt made with 2 collars,
Yeah.
you could stick this through one collar. You could feed a man with 2 heads, couldn't you? Just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's been a while, Bill. It's been a while.
I'm just thinking of how can I agitate the bus driver next time I get on the bus. This is beautiful. Look at the hands on that. I think Gary Oldman, looking back on it, he really shone in that movie,
Very
didn't he?
good.
Because he played every part brilliantly.
Excellent,
didn't
mate. It's lovely that. I can imagine the red cape and the lovely. We got it. We, like I say, these are available, and hopefully we should have more from the series going down the road. Let's see if we can get them back.
Have you watched Slow Horses?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
It's good, isn't he?
If you look at that, you can kind of see him.
It's Gary Oldman.
It's Gary Oldman all over.
It's one of my faves. It's one of my faves, Gary Oldman.
Because you can almost see the young man at the time he was a young man. You can almost see the young man through the makeup.
I just think Darren's captured it perfectly. When he catches it, Darren, he catches it. Very good. Excellent,
Very good.
mate. Excellent.
Very good indeed.
The next one up is a golden oldie. We took over production rights from Rebel Resin. This is sculpted by Jeff Yeager. When we got this, all we got was a resin cast of the top, and then we redid the bottom and restylized this. It didn't come like this, so we just got up to the collar here. So we refinished it all and got it all up to speed. And that's just
this is that floating ball thing
with the
blades that stick out and jam into your forehead.
Was he a funeral director?
He is a funeral director. He's in a funeral home. He's in charge of embalming people and burying them. And
Tall Man, is it?
It's called The Tall Man, and he's kind of a sort of spectral kind of figure in the movie.
Yeah.
I have to say, I watched it a couple of months back, and I kind of liked it, but I can't really claim that I totally understood it.
No. Like you say, it's one of them movies, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a popular piece at the conventions and stuff.
Does sell well, doesn't it?
It does sell well. It's nice, neat and compact.
Yeah.
Glad we took this as part of Rebel Resin's line, and to me, it's just the base just complements.
The base does do a good.
Base
complements it.
Complements it's perfect, doesn't it? It looks nice. Mate.
This would be chrome, wouldn't it?
That'd be chrome.
Chrome.
White shirt, black tie, black. Obviously, funeral parlour, red. Red logo on it and stuff. So that one's ready to go, guys. The other good news is we've got a gentleman sending us some stuff to review next week, which will be interesting. But I'm interested to see what Bill's got to say about that sort of stuff. Looking good, that, mate. Looking good.
You can tell it's Jeff Yeager.
It's Yeager. Yeah,
it's Yeager, isn't it?
One of Yeager's best.
He's got that. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not expressive, but it's got a certain amount of perfection about it, hasn't it? It's very static, but it's perfect. I mean, if you know, I mean,
Darren's got a lot of movement, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you can see the difference. This is nothing to do with ability. This is to do with style. One of them is like a perfect rendition of the figure, which is quite static and almost photographic. But this one is an extremely good, if not perfect, rendition of the figure. But the amount of movement contained within that, this one for me is more sculptural than perhaps this one. But that's not to say it's not an absolute brilliant likeness.
No.
If you wanted a Fantasm one,
that's
be a good one.
Right, last up, guys, the one that you've all been waiting for, my favourite from last year's show, or one of them. The King is in the building.
The King, look at the size of that.
You take that over.
Oh, you take that. You go and get the base. Now look at this. This is the Peter Jackson Kong, isn't it?
Try them arms in there.
Look at the arms. Oh. You see, what I love about this kit is when I saw it.
Look at that.
It's actually been sculpted in pieces, hasn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it fits together as a proper kit. I mean, look at the chunks on that. Look at that. It goes right in there.
Look at the
fit
legs.
is perfect. I mean, this is giving you some idea of the size of this. It's a monster. It really is.
Look how that fits. That's beautiful.
That.
Beautiful piece, that one.
You see, my favourite bit, though, is the base. I'm a base man. I love it. Look at this.
Oh, there you go. I've been told to give you this.
Don't drop this, Bill. Look, it says on the back, don't drop this, Bill. I mean,
look at that.
Look at that. This is actually the actual shape that if this really was a dead dinosaur, that's the shape a lot of them took. This is like this death shape that you find the fossils in.
Look at that.
I mean, come on, I'll do that. You put that's back leg.
Is that one?
That's the back leg, yeah. Because the other one's bent, isn't it? Because it's actually. Oh come on! I mean, you know what? I would say if
That is the centrepiece of that.
I would say this would be like having another child in your house, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, if you've got too many kids, maybe you could consider swapping one and letting it move in.
Just sell them teeth for it.
Because originally these came in on magnets, didn't they?
Yeah.
When in the original sculpt they were on magnets. Look. He's thought it through. He's not just bunged a load of monster clay together by any means. He's actually considered the construction of this piece of work.
And he's got the little hands that go here.
Because there's no way you could cast them as a single piece in there.
And they're beautiful.
I mean, they'd end up, if at the worst of that, they'd end up being cocktail sticks, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're not cocktail sticks.
They're not cocktail sticks. These are. Look at that. Look at the roof of the mouth. That's perfect.
What I like as well about this is the way he's thought about it.
I mean, it's worth having just for the dinosaur, mate. I'm sorry, but I'd just have the dinosaur. I wouldn't bother with the gorilla. I'd just have the dinosaur.
Look at that.
They're Kong's teeth, aren't they?
Yeah, but watch this, Bill. Look how they fit into there. Watch that. Look at that.
The tongue fits into the bottom jaw perfectly. Look, it's even got a locator on it.
Yeah, beautiful.
This is spectacularly professional, isn't it?
Look at that.
I've got it.
Take that. Don't drop it, Bill.
I'm not going to drop it. Oh, yes. Look at that. Full dentition on Kong, including the tongue. Oh, mate. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's a thing of beauty, that is. Joy forever. I don't know. I mean, you know, when we were looking at this originally and we thought, we looked at the, we thought, we were looking at the Stan Winston, weren't we, and thinking, there's what's going to top Stan Winston? And then he comes up with this.
For me, I don't know. Stan Winston will be reviewed again in a few weeks.
There's a painted version, isn't there?
There's going to be a painted version.
That's hollow cast, isn't it? Is it rotor cast?
Spun cast, yeah.
Yeah, spun cast.
These are solid. These are solid, so that you've got something to hold it up with. So these are solid. So he should be okay with this. Take that off me.
So even though this is hollow cast, spun cast, it does have quite a weight to it. Not, and one of the reasons that we try and hollow cast bigger chunks of pieces like this is basically because sometimes this has got to go in the post, and you don't want to be paying postage on 3 kilos when you can be paying it on 1. So this is hollow. The legs, of course, are solid. I mean, I'm picking that up. It's like a bag of sugar, that.
Yeah.
It's like picking up a bag of sugar. And this is giving you the... I mean, look at the way it fits. I just think when he was thinking this through, in his head, he must have had everything in place, mustn't he?
Yeah, beautiful.
And he works pretty instinctively, doesn't he?
Well, he's got 3 or 4 on the go now.
Yeah.
When you see them guys, they're just stunning. So there's more to come from Darren. He's probably one of the most underrated sculptors out there. For me, he's up there with Andy and all them, and Joe and all them. A young lad, nice guy. Love it.
Look at that, beating his chest.
This one's now available, so I know there's a few gone, but we are now up and running with these. The pose is amazing. Everything's looking good. So get it while you can, guys.
I don't think I've seen anything this good in years, you know what I mean? In terms of the actual spectacular nature of it.
When it's all painted, it'll look amazing.
I mean...
Guess who's that for? Guess who that is for?
Who's it for?
Me.
It's for you. Yeah. I mean, you've got to have one, haven't you?
Yeah, it's great, mate.
You've got to have one.
It's
I mean,
superb. Love it.
Love
it. This one's available now. So we're back, guys. We might not get one done next week because I go to have my left eye done, and I think Rachel's beginning to suffer from dementia.
Is she?
Yeah, she know what she said the other day to me.
What did she say the other day?
She don't know what she ever saw in me. I don't know what she forgot what she ever saw in me. I don't know what's wrong with her. I think she might have something to do mention. God bless her. God bless her. We love you. We love her to bits.
We love her to bits. The course of true love never does run smooth, mate.
She has to put up with a lot from me.
Women have to put up with a lot with me. I have to say.
She has to put up with a lot with me. She's got the patience of her sake. God bless her. God bless her.
And she's uniquely talented as well.
Oh, she's fantastic. She's really talented. But we're back, guys. We may not get one done next week. We're going to see how we're going with my eye. It's very doubtful. They have me up on Friday, which should be all done and dusted for Saturday, Sunday, and then we're back up and running. We will get a update on the Stan Winstons for you very soon, and I'm sure they'll be up and running very quickly. We're also going to have little extras for all you ones that are prepaid for that, chucked in. All you ones that are on the other list that haven't paid yet, get. I'm not going to take any more money off you till next week, and then we're away to go, so you're not waiting too long. Well, glad to be back, aren't we?
Yeah, I watched that movie we were talking about the other week.
Which one?
The Substance, was it called?
Oh, yeah.
For a movie called The Substance, had none.
You need to be on substance.
You do need to be taking some kind of substance.
Not for me, guys. Not for me.
It wasn't for me. But I'll tell you what I did see. I saw a film called The Bike Riders.
All right.
With Tom Hardy.
No, I haven't seen that.
Now, if there was a bust kit to be done,
right.
That anybody out there is thinking of doing a bust kit, do Tom Hardy either as Alfie Solomons from Peaky Blinders, or from his character in The Bike Riders, an existential movie in which 2 hours pass, absolutely nothing actually happens, but strangely watchable.
I'll watch that.
So Tom Hardy's the next thing you'll see, I'm pretty sure. Go on. Who can
we're next at Crew at the end of the month, 22nd.
It's
Nantwich.
Nantwich show, isn't it?
So if you're local guys, come and see us. Big shout out to John and Pam who are going to the show as well. We'll see you there, and hopefully we'll touch base there.
It's Brian Lee School.
Brian Lee School.
Crew
Militaire, it's called.
Very
Ignore
good.
the title because it's just unfortunate. It's called military. It's not just military. We'll be there. Bill hopefully will be there. John and Pam will be there, so we'll be able to catch up. Owen will be there. There'll be a lot of people there that you know. So if you're about, guys, give it a shout. Come and see us. If you want anything, please tell us.
Tell you in advance.
Yeah, please tell us. But it's been great to be back, guys, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. We did have a set of eight Planet of the Apes bus.
I came in, they were on the side, but they've gone. Literally in between. I just so wanted you to see them.
The customer came early. We did plan on it.
Yeah.
We do plan things. We did plan on reviewing the Painted Up Apes, but the customer turned up an hour early, so we were unable to show him. He was that keen, he just took them and he never even blinked and he went.
Wow.
So there you go. So anyway, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Big shout out to all you guys the comment. We do appreciate it. Me and Bill do appreciate it, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, see you soon.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.